Hey tankers, welcome to my video on hull down. This is Jamvis, and I'm going to try and show you from the ground up how to hull down. Now, whether you've played 40,000 games or 5 games, I want you to hopefully be able to take something from this. We will go through what kind of tanks to use, what tanks are best, and so on and so forth. Just all the little tricks and stuff that we can to help you learn how to do this. Okay, so the basic theory of hull down, given that any tank can play hull down, just like I said, some better than others, you are trying to only expose as much of your tank as you have to get your gun on target and fire, with keeping your turret, which is usually the heaviest protected part of your tank, as the only thing that's exposed. Usually your hull is the weaker part of your tank, and you don't want to expose that any more than you have to. Okay, so right now on your screen, there's a little red line with a white circle around it. That is the gun depression. If you zoom in, that is the bottom point of which you can aim and still hit something. So here I'm in a T-29, which has 10 degrees of gun depression. We're on Middleburg. If you use these two trees to line up, you'll have to do that again. So we're looking over a ridge line. There's our red line. We're focusing now between these buildings, and you can see that tree line right there. That's the lowest point I can aim to hit something. Here's a frontal view of the T-29, and that's all I'm exposing. I'm only putting out as much as I have to. So here I am in an IS-3 with only 5 degrees of gun depression. I'm in the same spot. Here I am. There's that red line. I can barely hit the top of those buildings. That's not good. In order to hit that same spot with the IS-3, I've got to pull a lot farther forward with that 5 degrees. So now look at this side shot. Look how much farther forward I've had to pull past those two trees. That's way too much. Here's a frontal view. Now look how much more of that tank is exposed. That means that anybody below me can shoot me. That's not good. Okay, so here's a T-29 Armor Inspector. It is showing you that it has a 279 millimeters of armor on the front. As you angle this up, you will increase that thickness. As you're looking down a hill, it makes it even redder than that, and it makes it really hard for any tanks to pin. And that's the object of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you how to go hull down. First, here in step 1, you're going to face the hill you want to pull up to. In step 2, you're going to pull up to the hill, and as you get closer, zoom in. Now, once you're zoomed in, you only want to pull forward enough to where the aiming reticle is just barely poking over the hill. Now, this is a side view of what your tank should be looking like. This is a Cromwell B, and that's what you should be looking like. This is a front view that all the other tank that you're aiming at sees. Not a whole lot to shoot at, is there? Hey tankers, we're in a training room here. We're on the Canyon map. My brother, Coach Mike, is in the T-29. He is playing hull down over there in one of the best spots you can get on this map. And I am in a Jag Panther, another Tier 7 tank, and I am just trying to put shots into him. Now, as you can see, he is completely red. I can't get any shots in. His 279 millimeters of armor is more than enough to bounce anything that I can shoot at him. The best I can hope for is to put something through the hatch. And I know I do it here and there, but easily he is defending, and he's out damaging me, despite the fact I have the quicker reload. There's another one, and he's wiggling that gun. He's trying to keep that gun up and keep from hitting, and that's one of the tactics you can do to protect yourself. I think I'm in an RHM Borsig now, and Tier 8 tank, you know, bigger gun, bigger damage, but still you can see he's defending most everything that comes at him. I did hit his hatch there a second ago, and that's about the only thing you can do is just wiggle that gun and try and protect your hatch. Not an easy target to hit anyways on the T-29. There's another shot that bounced. a good example of how to play hull down. Thank you. Okay guys, so let's get into some games here. Right now I am on Falls Creek. I'm in Tier 6 ARL 44. This has 10 degrees of gun depression. Frontally my armor has 110 millimeters of armor. And I am trading shots here from one of my favorite shots. If you're in a gun depression tank and you're on this side of the map, this is a really great spot right here where you can set up, hold down, and just kind of bounce some shots, take some shots as anybody that pokes their head out. I have a Hellcat up there, and I think there's going to be the new premium tank, the Thunder, coming up here in a minute. And I'm just going to sit here and trade shots with them. And what I want you to watch is on the upper left corner, watch the little gray counter for how many points damage I bounce, because I am going to bounce more than the hit points I have, and that's when you're having a good game. So the Hellcat is dead. I'm trading some shots wherever I can get them, and I'm not taking anything in return, and that's what you want to be doing. I mean, they might get a shot on me here and there, but for the most part I'm doing good. So I got hit there, but he had to hit me with HE, which is the only way he can do any damage to me, because anything else is going to bounce. I'll take an HE shot that bounces like that and does under 100 damage. That's a fair trade. There's another shot I bounced and another shot I put into somebody. Okay, I took another hit from the Thunder, but I traded him back. I'm still doing really good. I'm still way ahead of the game here. Well, this is just the kind of position you want to get into, guys. This is what you want to be looking for, and this is how you're playing hull down. I used all my steps. I lined up. I pulled up until my gun was just over, and that's it. Thank you. Okay, so we finished with 1,270 bounce damage in the ARL 44, and it only has 1,150 hit points, so that's pretty good. Here we are in Alpenstat. I'm in the Comet. It has 1,200 hit points and 12 degrees of gun depression. This is one of my favorite spots on any map, right here by the rails. You can set yourself up with a good tank with gun depression, go through your steps. I'm pushing up just so my gun peeks over the rails, and I can put it on target and I'm making a shot. Now I am taking some shots off from the left. There's a Churchill over there who is doing everything he can to keep my head down, but it's not going to work for very long because I'm still doing really good here. As you can see, I'm just putting a gun up just enough to put a shot on somebody, backing down. I'm still taking shots from that Churchill, but I'm going to turn and face him really quick here, and he won't be able to pen me from the front. He's got good pen, but he can't get me to the front. Maybe if he used a premium ammo, which brings me to the fact that I can't get through him, so I'm going to switch to premium ammo right here. Mine in this tank is APCR, and I'm going to go ahead and put my APCR in here in a second so I can get through him. And now I start getting through him. I definitely recommend you keep some premium ammo in your ammo inventory. It's going to really help. So we're going to finish him off here in a second. And I'm going to end up with a 910 bounce damage. That's pretty good for a tier 7 tank. Okay, so here we are on Naval Frontier. My brother, Coach Mike, is in his Carnivon. This tank has 10 degrees of gun depression and 1,855 hit points. Now, he has gone to what would, in a supremacy match, be the A base, and he's going to be using this brick wall and the hillside here as to keep himself hull down so that T-34 over there can't get shots on him. And again, he's using his steps. He's pulling up, getting his gun just over, taking a shot when he has it, and backing up. He put a nice shot into that tank, and he took nothing in return. That T-34 is dedicated, isn't he? He is really trying. And look, he bounced a 400-point shot there, and he backed up and didn't take nothing. He's got that guy in a reload, so he can pull up. He misses that shot, unfortunately. But when you have a quicker reloading tank, that stuff you can get away with. There's 800 bounce. Another shot bounced. Now you can pull up and take that shot because, again, he's got a quicker reload than the T-34. He's backing up. He didn't want to take any more hits. Now he caught the T-34 looking the other way. The T-34, I guess, just gave up. He wasn't getting anything, so he gave up. Whoop, here he goes. Can he fire again and hit him? Another hit on him. And he's going to fire somewhere else. Now he's on a reload. And again, my brother can come up and he can take shots. He misses that one at the tank in the back. And he takes a hit, but there's the kill on that guy. And he ends up with 1,200 hit points bounced. Well, let's do one more Tier 8 game. This time I am on Canyon. I'm in my Action X, my brand new tank. I've got 10 degrees of gun depression, just like the Carnivon. It's a premium version of that one. I've got 1,855 hit points. And I'm in a really great spot here. This is a great spot for gun depression tanks. If that other tank is running that C-cap side, you can just sit here and hit these people all day long. Yeah, I am taking some shots, but I'm gonna keep bouncing shots here on these people. And in a minute here, the people are gonna get so frustrated they're just gonna rush me. So you have to watch that. It's kind of funny. But I'm working this T-34. He's the one that's gonna get kind of a little upset and come up on me. But I'm taking a few shots here, but for the most part, I'm bouncing everything that they send at me. Here he comes. He's tired of not having a shot, and he's going to come up here, thinks he can match me shot for shot, but let's see what happens. There's another bounce. Another bounce. Look at that. And there's another bounce. And as you remember, this is the spot my brother was using in the training video when we were showing you the Jag Panther and RHM Borsig making shots at me. And here I am on that shot, on this spot, taking these shots and bouncing everything coming at me. Pretty much. There's somebody in the back. I don't see him, but there's somebody in the back here who he's just focusing me and waiting for me to pop up, which I am taking some damage from him, but we're going to end up winning this game anyways. There's another shot I got on him. Now, this segment right here, I'm going to end up with 2,045 damage bounced. That's more hit points than I have. And actually in this game, I'm going to end up with over 3,200 points damage bounced. Okay guys, to finish, we're going to give you a little bit of a bonus here. We are back on the training room. This time, I am in the Death Star, the 183, and I'm going to fire a shot with AP at him, and you're going to watch it bounce. There you go, guys. That's a bounce. A Tier 10, 183 millimeter cannon bouncing off a Tier 7 tank. So hey guys, thanks for watching. That's the video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.